Hello, hello, hello. This is Master Kago. Welcome to my very first episode on the LifeStreamSMP. As you can see, we are going to start off with the Origins mod. This is the only mod we have installed on the server, so it's practically vanilla with a bit of a twist. What's special about our current Origins mod, as you can see, is we have a bunch of different origins to pick from. So we have a bunch of custom origins that was created by the server owner, which basically just gives us a ton of options. So to start off, I think the best way to get started is by having a quick look at our options available. I have not looked at many of them thus far. I am only familiar with the standard origins. Origins. Yeah, that's what it's called. Okay, well, obviously we always have the regular human. So from the human, we have the avian. This is just your standard avian from the original Origins mod. Arachnid, Elytrian, Shulk, Spark. I've never seen the Spark before. Fire immunity, hot-blooded, hydrophobia, glowing blood. As a person with trace amounts of fire in your veins, your blood glows. When you focus very hard, you are able to channel some of that and make yourself glow. Oh, that's very cool. With a snap of your fingers, you can fire off a small explosive projectile that releases a yellow and orange burst upon hitting the target. Oh, damn. Sounds powerful. A bunny. Yeah, bunny sounds great. Never take fall damage. You're a bit smaller. You have practically no health. And you can obviously jump a little bit higher. Dwarf. So as you can see here at the top, we've got an impact meter, which is now blocked by the WASD keys that decided it will appear right now as I'm recording. Here we've got an impact of low. There are three little dots up there. You have a low impact, medium impact, and high impact. This basically means how much is this character different from your normal human? How much different will your gameplay have to be to compensate for this human? So we've got a duckling, villager, canine, feline, florin, photosynthesis, USH. Oh, damn. No eating. That's quite a thing. There are two heart will give you slowness, and you can only consume honey bottles. That does seem difficult. You can grow plants at the cost of some food. So basically, that sounds like bone milling, from what I understand. Endurian, teleportation. This one is one of the general ones. The only one I have played myself in Origins. Yukiona? Who knows? Flammable, flabby, small appetite, snowy breath. You can launch a small amount. Oh, that's nice. Power dot request dot snow steps. Description. That is sounds interesting. Icy steps. Translucent, phasing, amphibian, rat, gargoyle. Your Velitrian wins without the need to equip any. Every 13 seconds. Okay, so that's Elytrian type skills. You take more fall damage. Fresh air. While sleeping, your bed needs to be a. Okay, that's again pretty much an Elytrian. Oh, an Elytrian and a bird. Avian, I believe, mixed. Next, we've got the polar bear, which I guess does exactly what it says on the tin. The bee, draconic. We have your elytra, of course, spiritual bones, gifts of the winds. It seems like those go with all of these that are winged. Fresh air, of course, because it's practically a bird. Sturdy skin, carnivore. Not much interesting to be there. Now, these are what I'm interested in myself. I was thinking for this season, let's go with a water style build. So you've got the Merling, who has all of his underwater abilities. And I believe there is another underwater, a sea serpent. Possessing merfolk and drone-like qualities, sea serpents handle being on land worse than merlings, however, though. Your diet is restricted to meat. You're photoallergic, so you can't go out in daylight unless you are invisible. You can breathe underwater, but not up. These are all basically the same as the merlings. Like water makes you fly underwater practically. Slippery fins, you're practically useless fighting exposed to any air. Only fully submerged in water can you do the most damage. That does sound interesting, and it has invisibility. So I thought we'd go with a sea serpent build for the and start working on a completely underground base. It's something I've never tried myself before in Minecraft, and I thought it'll make for a bit of a different experience compared to what I'm used to. Well, compared to what's usually seen in general. So I think for today, I will start off going with the sea serpent. Select. So it seems I have a breath bar for being outside of water, or breath meter. Welcome to the LifeStreamSMP. Well, thank you. There we go. Now we shall first explore. I will need to first, I guess, catch my breath before we can do our first exploring. I'm very much excited to get along with this. I'm going to cut to the first part, start finding a base to settle in, and I'll return when I've found a base to settle. Many deaths later, here I am cooking up some fish. A server mate has brought me some water buckets, some iron. Now we will see, and I've got a hint that the closest ocean is about a couple hundred blocks east. So now we are preparing for our journey east. Living underwater is not as easy as it seems, and burning in the sun really is not helping. But we'll get there. On our way now. Let me just finish up this food and let's get going again. While heading east, I have now realized that rain is the most wonderful thing that does exist in the game of Minecraft. As much as I usually hate the rain, this is really helping me stay out of water for much, much, much longer than usual. On my slow walk east. Oh, did I look at a Enderman? I looked at an Enderman, didn't I? Oh, that's making life easier, isn't it? Enderman, great. So walking with a bucket, you can walk up to trees and just get some water back into your system. I have realized that this makes my life much easier, but the rain definitely is a blessing. Finally, I think we have arrived at the ocean. Either the ocean or a very big lake, either or, I really don't care. It is water, and it is pure, and it is exactly what I need right now. This is perfect. Hello, ocean. So after much exploring and swimming around, here you can see the base that, well, the area I've decided to try and base in. It has a nice little basin, sort of scooped out area to start building my base in, which kind of excites me. And then it has like this little cave down here that starts to go into a cave system, which should come in handy somewhat. I see some gold there too. It's perfect for what I want to start setting up. I will have to start working on my little starter base just to get things going. And find some sheep for a bed. I was thinking of starting like a little starter base in the side, almost like a mountainside base, an underwater mountainside base. Struggling to decide exactly where I want to place it though. I might just go for this area here against the sand. Sort of build out. I saw a little shipwreck here earlier. Perhaps I could go with a shipwreck type of deal to start building in here. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll start getting some reference images and start building up a shipwreck in the side of this. Or at the bottom even. Yeah, straight on the bottom. A large shipwreck here as my main base. Sounds like an awesome idea. Oh, let me get to some research. I've done some mining, some iron ore and things. Got my handy buckets, a couple of glass bottles, but I had some water breathing potions. Water breathing potions is used for breathing outside of water now, which is interesting to say the least. So I'm going to start ahead with that. I will start collecting some of the wood and everything, and I will start building my starter home and base. So what I'm just now realizing is building a little ship. Yeah, the proportions are completely off. I'm gonna get there. Still experimenting with this shape and how exactly I want it to look. But what I realized is I need a lot of wood. And trying to get wood at this point, I could show you, is not a quick process. Being an underwater creature, I have to jump up, get out, or just breathe again here, get up. I can chop exactly one tree down, perhaps two if we're lucky. Then go back, go down, and breathe. This is the process of collecting wood at this point. So what I was thinking is the first thing I should probably start working on is just a little mini tree farm that I can run underwater. So with the wood I've already collected, I thought I'd start by getting some saplings and creating some signs. And using the signs, I should be able to block off some water and sort of start going into the side of this wall. I should be able to grow a bunch of trees side by side that I can just keep cutting off or cutting down. So currently I obviously don't have bone meal, but bone meal will help at a later point. So I'm going to start doing now is start by mining in here. I should be able to go about I think it should be 6 high or so. Going into the side, I should be able to create a little cavern where I should be able to start a little mini manual tree farm here where it does not require me to constantly leave the water and constantly have to go up for air. Here I've got that little cavern type style thing. We'll see if it works like this. I think I'm gonna just expand it a bit. I have broken my pickaxe. I think I'm just gonna like expand around it to make sure that it's able to grow. I'm not quite sure what the rules are. I feel like this should work from my very, very, very short quick tests that I did on my creative world. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. As far as I know, 7 should be fine for them to be able to grow. I don't currently have any bone meal or so, and the fish are producing bone meal at an astonishingly low rate. So once I've got more bones and bone meal and things, I'll be able to test it out and make sure, or just as time passes and if they start growing, I'll see. I might just like add that extra row at the back just in case. I mean, it can't really do any damage just to give them the space to grow. Yeah, so I think that's what I'm gonna do for now. Get this part expanded, continue working on this guy. I haven't done that as of yet. I haven't gone to collect more wood. Once I've got all the wood to get this one expanded, I'll start sculpting it into a boat shape. And this should be it feels like this should be able to get the hull of the boat going for now. who knows? Just have it right above my mine, allowing me to go from my little home into the mine should be quite a fun time. So, yeah, that's what I'll start working on for now. And I've realized that I am surrounded by kelp. I know, astonishing being able to realize such things, which at least for the most part means I'll always have fuel should I run out of coal at any point, which will help some, I think, just for a start. It's a backup in case I need it. I see the fish do like dying on my little bone meal. Let's see. Maybe this is the lucky bone meal that gets this thing rolling. It was not. It was not the lucky bone meal. Yeah, but I think that'll be it for my first little tiny episode. It is just to get the ball rolling. I will get working on the next episode as soon as possible. Yeah, I'm very, very excited to get started on the server. Aside from my half-ass home, it's gonna get there. I have a What I like about this shade is that I've realized is that the water kind of doesn't very clearly show the change. It sort of makes a little bit of a cube, but it's not quite as clear as it would be in vanilla, which makes it blend in slightly better from a distance. It's still there. It's definitely still there, but I think it's something. It's something. Yeah. Well, thank you for watching. If you managed to stay till the end and did not leave yet, I do appreciate that. And I will be back with the next one.